Hi, it's James Mulvaney here, founder of Radio.co. In this video demo, I'm going to give you an overview of our new show producer software, explain how we can use it to really save time in your studio and accelerate your production process. The idea of this tool is it's kind of like a spare pair of hands or another person to help you with your day-to-day production. So we all know that creating good radio takes planning, and which obviously takes time. Show Producer is designed to accelerate that process and really do the job of a radio producer.
This video is brought to you by Radio.co, the all-in-one solution for creating your dream internet radio station. Book in a demo today to see just how easy it is to use and to get 20% off your subscription.
So we're going to start off just by having a quick look at your dashboard here. This can be set to any location. It's currently set to New York City, and you'll get the local weather, which is obviously for whatever zone you're in or whatever locality you've set. You have your on-air wins. This is just a bunch of quick openers that you can go to air with really quickly. These will change every single day, and this dashboard is kept up to date. Also, top 5 songs, because everyone likes the top 5, right? And finally, we've also got our local news headlines, so we can quickly reference these whenever we're speaking on air. If we want something to quickly talk about, this is your place to go. Okay, so next up, I want to draw your attention to the left-hand bar. You'll see we have script tools, promo tools, and playlisting and music tools. And we also have our saved scripts down here too. And so just to talk you through these, we're going to kick off with our script tools. So we have 3 different tools here. Show prep, which is to quickly prepare notes and scripts for your radio show. Interview preparation. This basically allows you to interview anyone on any subject, even if you don't really know that much about that subject. We've all been there, you know, you've got someone coming in, you think, oh, this sounds like a really boring thing to talk about, or I really don't know anything about this. This is where interview prep comes in, and you can really generate some incredible lists of questions which are just perfect for interviewing whoever you want on whatever topic. And finally, weather and news scripts generator. And you can also generate sports reports here as well, because everyone has to do it. Every single radio station needs to create news and weather scripts. No one wants to sit there and write them, right? This tool will streamline the process, make it really quick and really easy, and save you lots of time. Okay, so I've gone through this form and I've just filled it out with stuff that's relevant for my station, my fictional station. So we've gone for a show topic, Breakfast with Tom and Bev. We've decided we want a script for around 60 minutes worth of radio. Our target audience here is families with children. We're going to select a calm and relaxed show tone, but we could always go for something else, something conversational friendly, professional, fun, depending on the style of your show. Now, I want to kind of weave in a few interesting segments into my show today. So as the time of recording, it's middle of September. So we're going to be talking about the kids going back to school. Here's what you need to know. We're also going to be talking about the fact that Halloween's around the corner. Are you prepared? And also I want a segment on the best ways to enjoy the fall season. And then finally, I've just talked about our sponsor here. I've said it's sponsored by Manchester Mercedes-Benz. Just mention Big Hits to book in your test drive and get a free goodie bag. So once I've done that, I've given it as much information as I can about my show. We're going to click Generate Script. Okay, so our script has now been generated, and we've got Breakfast with Tom and Bev. We've got a 60-minute script targeted towards families, and if we have a look down here, we've got everything broken down to each individual presenter. We've also got the segments we asked for, so we're talking about going back to school, we're talking about Halloween, etc. And under each of these segments, if you like, we have different tips of things that we can be talking about. And we've also got, if we look down here, talking points and conversation starters. So, for example, what's the most creative costume you've ever seen or worn for Halloween? Do you prefer spooky decorations or cute ones? So on and so forth. All of this is great to fall back on if you're kind of lacking inspiration or you want an easy route to go to air. And of course, you know, this is all focused around getting your listeners engaged and having people talk to your show and getting them to contact you. And ultimately, that's what radio is all about, right? All right, so next up, let's have a look at promo tools. We've got 4 different options here for you. Firstly, promos and ads, which I'm going to be showing you in a second. Secondly, competitions, if you want to generate ideas and copy for running competitions on your radio station. Next up, website content. This is such a big time saver. It will literally write excellent blog posts that you can put on your website to drive traffic to your radio station, get more listeners. How's about that, right? And finally, social media. It's something we all need to spend time on. We should be spending more time on it. But it's just a big time hog, right? But you can use AI to create amazing, fun, engaging social media posts to promote your radio station, as I mentioned, drive more listeners and get traffic from social media, all of that great stuff. But I wanted to show you a quick demo here of our promo content generator. So we're going to write a quick advert, okay? This is one of these things we've all been tasked with. If you work in radio, you've got a new sponsor. It might be a car garage, it might be a kitchen showroom or a bathroom showroom, and you're sat there scratching your head thinking, how can we make this interesting? What am I going to write to make this sound compelling and sell it on air? Because ultimately this stuff can sometimes be a little bit dry. So what we've done is we've basically given it our details of our sponsors. So we're using a fictional company called Peacock Kitchens. And we've given it some key messages. So in the business 30 years, 5 showrooms and great bespoke kitchens for your home. We're targeting this towards working professionals, and we're going to do it in a fun and playful style to try and make the subject a little bit more exciting. And finally, we put our contact information, in this case it's the company's website, and also we want them to mention our radio station for 20% off the first order. So we've kind of given it the ingredients there. Now here comes the magic. We're going to hit that generate script button. And boom, just like that, we've got a 60-second script complete with sound effects and everything. And we can copy and paste that into an email, send it off to the customer, get their approval, and then go and put it into the production studio. And that has just saved us half an hour, 2 hours of work. It happens in minutes or even in seconds using AI. And this is the beauty of this. And we've not only got a script that's right for our client, but also fun and engaging to read. Hey, another job that every radio station owner, every program director, every producer has to do is create playlists, right? And sometimes we love it, and if we're not in the mood, it can be a real pain. But the show producer can automate this process. So let's just choose a format. In this case, I've gone for classic rock, but we can choose a CHR, so on and so forth. We're going to go for 90s because that was a cool decade, and we're going to say we want 20 different songs, but we can even choose a specific year. And I've also said, give me some notes as to why each track is awesome. And then again, so there's the ingredients. Now we want a playlist, which we can then plug into our automation system. And we've also got some notes as to why we're playing each song so we can read them out on air. Let's see what it comes back with. All right, so here we go. We've got a list of 20 different songs, and beside each song, we have like a description. So this is going to save us so much time when we're on air and we're actually presenting our show. So we got Nirvana, Often Smells Like Teen Spirit, classic 90s, classic rock song, often hails as the anthem of Generation X. Track revolutionized rock music and propelled the grunge movement into the mainstream. But beside each song here, we've got an outro. So not only are we just saying, well, we've just been playing, I don't know, Creep by Radiohead, we've actually got something to add. This is literally fleshed out an entire show for us in the space of seconds. We're going to copy and paste this into our automation system, get this all scheduled, and away we go. We've literally got a full show with 20 songs, throwback to the 90s, classic rock. Yes, please, let's go. So finally, everything we create in Show Producer is saved here under Save Script, so we can see the classic rock playlist we've just created, our advert for Peacock Kitchens, and so on and so forth. We can go in and edit these at any time. This is a fully fledged text editor, so we can change exactly how we want it to look. We can easily download it onto our computer, or we can save it for future. Everything is saved here, so you can go back and access it whenever you need. If you're preparing your show for next week or in a month's time, completely up to you. But it's all here, Show Producer. This is going to save you so much time in the studio in preparation. It's going to really do the job of a radio producer for you. You can prepare your shows, interviews, weather and news scripts, sports scripts, promo and ad reads, competition ideas, website content, social media, all of this stuff which would normally take ages to create and edit. It is now done in seconds using AI via our Show Producer tool. Generating playlists, creating facts for your show about music and artists, playlist facts. You can actually upload a playlist export it from your automation software, put it in here, and it will give you facts based on each song that you're going to be playing in your show, if that's already scheduled, if it's already in your log for today's show. This is a truly unique tool. We've never seen anything like this in the radio industry. I think you're going to get lots of time back while you're using this tool. I think you're going to really enjoy it. I think it's going to help you make your radio shows better. It's going to help your presenters sound slicker on air, and ultimately grow your audience, make more money. Thanks very much for watching. Hope you have a great day, and I'll speak to you very soon.
Want to take your radio station to the next level? Well, here at Radio.co, we don't just specialise in launching new radio stations, but elevating existing ones too. For example, do you have an internet radio station that doesn't seem to be hitting that audience you want? Are you unsure whether the branding or the content you've created is right? Are there just too many industry buzzwords and equipment types that you can't get your head around? Allow me to offer my expertise. For just $50, you can schedule in a 50-minute consultation with me to go through every aspect of your station, with the goal of refocusing and revitalizing your efforts to mold it into something that you're truly happy with. Even if you don't have a radio station or podcast yet, but you'd like some guidance on how to get off to a strong start, then please don't hesitate to get in touch. Don't let stress and small audience numbers get you down. Get in touch via studio@radio.co, and we'll put our heads together to turn this thing around.